Okay, so we have our post route. We're able to fetch the posts from our state, or from the database and into our state. And now we want to display a post item for each one. So I'm going to close up this stuff here. And let's see. So we want to be in our posts component. And let's go to our return. And we want to make sure that it's not loading. So what I'll do here is I'll say loading. So if it's loading, then let's show the spinner. Else, then let's load a fragment. And I'll just do test for now. So let's save that. And we have to log back in here. Okay, if I go to posts, if I reload while it's fetching the post, we get a spinner. So in the fragment, let's put in an H1. I'm going to give it a class of large and a class of text primary. And I'm going to just say posts. Under that, let's put a paragraph with the class of lead. And let's put an icon here. I'm going to put a user icon, so it's going to be FAS and FA-user. And then next to that, we'll say welcome to the community. Now, under that, we're going to have the post form. I'm just going to put a comment here for now, so this will be the post form. We're not going to do that just yet. But under that, we're going to have a class of posts, and we want to map through our posts. Okay, so we're going to say posts.map, and for each post, I want to load a post item component, and we need to pass in a key, which will be the post ID, so post._ID, and then the actual post data. Okay, now let's bring in post item, and then we'll create it. So it's going to be /post item, save that, and let's create it. So in our posts folder, we want to create a component called post item.js. Okay, let's do RACFP. So post item, let's see, we're going to bring in a couple things up here. Let's bring in link from React Router DOM, because we're going to want to link to the actual single post page that has all the comments. So React Router DOM. Let's see. We're also going to bring in moment, because we'll have a date to format. So let's bring in moment from react-moment. Let's bring in connect. Now, the reason we're bringing in connect here is we're going to have a bunch of actions like add like, remove like, delete post. So we're going to bring that in. Oops. From, let's see, we're going to bring this in. What am I doing? React Redux. Okay, and yeah, we'll bring in some actions later. Let's also bring in a fragment up here. Okay, and now let's go down to the bottom, and we might as well just do our connect now. And I'm just going to pass in null and just an empty object for now. Actually, you know what? We're going to need the auth state, so this isn't going to be null. We're going to do map state to props, and we're going to bring in the auth state because we need to tell who's who so that the delete button shows up only on users where the post belongs to them. So let's say map state to props. And auth state.auth. Okay, and as far as prop types, we're passing in post, which is an object, and then we have the auth state, which is also an object. So up in the props here, let's do auth, and then from post, the post that's passed in, I'm going to destructure that and pull out the ID, the text, the name, avatar, user, the likes, comments, and the date. Okay. And let's see. So I think what I'm going to do here is copy from the theme. So in the theme, there's an HTML file called or is it posts.html, and we want to go down to, let's see, div class posts. So we have a div of post, and then inside is a div with the class of post. Okay, there's multiple divs. I just want to grab one of these. So this right here, let's copy that, and let's place that right in here. Right, yeah, we can just do that. And we're just returning this directly, so I'll go ahead and get rid of this stuff. All right, and let's just leave the static data there and see if it shows up. Good, so that's what it's going to look like. Now this is all hard-coded, so we have to switch this stuff out, but that's what ultimately it'll look like. So let's see, the avatar. Let's get rid of this and let's put in avatar. Let's just check that out, make sure that works. Good, you can see it's the correct avatar. Then we want the name. And then down here we have the post text. Okay, we have the post date. Now I'm going to use moment here, so I'm going to say posted on, and then let's put moment. Actually, we want to do, no, that was right. So moment, and then we want to pass in a format, and I'm just going to do the same format I've been doing. And then we'll just pass in date. Okay, that'll give us the date. And then let's see, we have a button here for the like. So we're not going to do that just yet, but I will get the actual number of likes. So the span right here, let's replace this with likes.length, and that will tell us how many likes it has. All right, then we have the remove button, so we'll hold off on that. Let's see, and then we have discussion. We can get the length here, so we want the comments dot length, and then let's see, we're going to have a delete button, but I only want it to show if it's the user's post, right? So what I'll do is go, we're going to have to replace this with these with links, but I'll do that in a second. Let's actually open up some curly braces, and let's say if not auth.loading and user is equal to the auth.user._id. Okay, so this is the post user, and then this is the logged in user. So we want to make sure that those match. Okay, if they do, we can just use an ampersand here. If they do, then we want to show the button. So I'll go ahead and just take that and move that up into here. And this will have an on-click later on. All right, so let's see. Let's change this stuff to links. That we brought link in. So actually, this is the only one we need to change. So link to, and what we want to link to is the post with the ID. So we're going to replace this with curly braces and backticks, and we're going to say /post/ and then we want the ID. So _ID. All right, now Actually, you know what? For the comments, let's make sure that there is some comments before we just decide to do the length. So I'm going to actually wrap, let's see. Let's wrap this in. Actually, I'll just do this and I'll move that in after. So I'm going to check comments dot length and make sure that that's greater than 0, ampersand, and we'll open some parentheses, and then we'll move that span up into there like that. All right, so let's save that, see what it looks like. Log back in. Good, so we have the avatars, the names, the text posted on. You can see the dates formatted. We have the number of likes. This one has 0, this has 1. Now, you know what? I don't want to show 0, so let's do the same thing we did for the comment and just make sure that there is some likes. The delete button is showing up. I'm logged in as Brad, so it only shows up here. It doesn't show up for John Doe. And let's also put a space here to kind of push that over a little bit. So we'll go back and let's see. I'm just going to copy this and replace this likes.length, and then just replace both of these with likes. So we'll just make sure there are some likes. But we don't want comment count, we just want a span. All right, let's see if that works. Okay, so now we only see 1 if there actually is a like. And let's just put a space after the icon. So right here, let's just put in space like that. All right, so that looks pretty good. In the next video, what I want to do is give functionality to the like and the unlike. Remember, we have those endpoints, and we made it so we can't like more than once. We also we have to actually like a post in order to unlike it. So we'll start on that in the next video.